This is my workstation for resin art that I started about a year ago after I got introduced to it by my daughter. And I've been trying to get this lacing technique down. And one of my very first attempts was this one. And I actually got some very satisfying lacing to occur. But then after this one, I had failure after failure after failure after failure. And I was getting really frustrated, but I have been staying with it. And my most recent one is this one right here, which I am very pleased with. I just love the lacing on this. So even though this is just a scrap board that wasn't planed, it wasn't anything, it came out fairly good. So we're gonna keep that one. And I'm now going to go on to my next attempt, which is a cedar log shaped like this. And I'm going to leave it shaped like that. But to do the resin work on it, I have to put it on a jig that keeps it level. And then the other thing I've done, which is a total invention of mine, is to take some of this material and build a dam around it, because I don't want it running off down the side of this thing, because there's no way I'll be able to cover the entire outside of that. So I want it all to stay right up on top. And we'll see what happens. Okay, this is a real simple part. This is just mixing the resin, mixing part A into part B, thoroughly mixing it, and then mixing in the sand for the beach. And A goes into B. And then everything I've heard is mix it for 3 minutes. But then what I do is it'll sit for about 30 minutes until the reaction starts to go off and the temperature of the cup goes up so that it's warm or even hot in your hand. And by doing that, I'm going to be able to put down a much thicker layer of sand so that it has some 3D quality to it. And I actually have 2 different projects that I'm working on right now at the same time, and I'm doing the sand at the same time on both of them. So I've mixed up enough of this, so I should have enough to do both projects. And again, I consider myself an absolute novice at this. I have about a year of experience, but that's been more a year of failures than anything else until just recently. And part of the problem I found out is that I was trying to do this through the winter, and especially down here in my workshop garage, it was just too cold. And the reaction didn't have enough warmth in here to help the reaction occur. And I don't have anymore a thermostat or a thermometer to check the temperature of this. So what I do is I just hold it up to my wrist and check it that way. Right now it's just lukewarm, and it'll be that way for a good 20 minutes. So I think I have stirred this enough, because you can see that there are bubbles in it, but not a lot. And Since this is just a sand mixture, bubbles won't matter very much. So I'm going to leave it right there and come back to it later. Okay, I've mixed up my 2 sand mixtures, one for each project, and I've got a nice thick consistency, but I'm still going to wait for the temperature to get a little bit higher and see if I can't get it to even thicken up some more. Because both of these need to be good and thick. That's getting there. So, a little while longer. Okay, the reaction has been going off for some time now, and the side of the cup is good and hot to the touch to my wrist. And yet it's still self-leveling. So I'm a little leery about waiting any longer to do this, so I've started applying it to the piece, both pieces. The other one's done. Actually, that is starting to round up a little bit. See if I can't mound this up a bit. I've never really seen anybody else do this, so this is a total experiment and just playing around. Starting to mound up a bit. I don't think I dare put any more on there. I'm just going to have way too much. Trying to keep that piece, that little branch that had been coming out of there, keep it exposed. Just, I don't know why, because I like it. So I think I'm going to leave it. I can see that it's mounded. Just, again, not as much as I had hoped. And I just have a feeling if I were to wait a little bit longer, that this is actually starting to get really thick. Do I dare? See what happens with this. I think it's still going to self-level, but I need to play with it some more, do some more experimenting. What I would like to do eventually is get the sand to look like a sand dune, which would be really hard to do. And I have to work this for a while. Okay. Well, that's enough filming. Alright, I got the sand put in yesterday, and I put in too much, and it dribbled out the back more than I wanted it to, but I think I'll be able to work with it. So now I'm going to start mixing up my 3 colors and putting in the bottom of the ocean. Today I'm ready to pour my second wave, and I have my mixture all mixed up, and it is getting nice and hot to the touch. So I'm going to start applying it to the piece. I'll mix up my white. This is good and hot. Just the way I really like it. I seem to get the best results when this thing is just hot to the touch. All right, now let's do the white. Got my torch ready, got my heat gun ready. Doesn't look quite right here. Not overdo it. Beautiful. Now I'm going to mix up some blue to fill that in. I think I'll put my white over that tomorrow. Oh, I like that. Oh, I was gonna try a little of this Gulf Stream and just do another tiny little accent. Boy, this is hot. This is as hot as I've ever gotten it. So it is really close to going off. Let's just do a real light. No more than that. Good, but it's not great. Oh, it's not horrible for a first try. Since I didn't know what I was doing. You can see how it's taking the bark with it. But what are you going to do? I think the next one I do, well, everything is going to be simpler and less complicated. And I may try it without this barrier at all, without the cocking at all, and just try to really control where the resin goes. Okay. A little more over here. Yeah, some of it is not going to come out because the resin went, oh yeah, you can see it. That's caulking back there. And the resin went over the top of it. So that's not going to come out, but that's okay. It's okay. Oh, that's funny. I can take my sander and just hit the edge because it's sharpish. Take this off. Okay, well that's it for the demolding. Now I need to de-jig, so you get a better look at my fancy high-tech jig that I made. But it worked. Let's see. Let's see that. Turn the glare off. And that's what it looks like from up above.